We say discipline, and people discipline their children, but then it becomes punishment. Then it is interpreted wrong. This is punishing the child, this is abusing the child. And of course we have laws that say this is how you can discipline your child, this is how much you can discipline your child. And for immigrants and refugees, it becomes very, very difficult when you tell them, okay, the way you discipline your children, you give them time out for three minutes or 5 minutes. And many cultures, that does not make any sense. Because when you separate them time out, you are not really communicating. You're just sending them away from communication so that they can think and reflect and then come back, work with them. So even when we work with immigrants, we have to start asking, how do we build a communication that is healthy for them and that will make sense especially for the children and the parents, because parents have been oriented in their culture, socio-oriented culture. The children have grown here with a different way of communication.
When I was teaching at Southside, I encountered this almost every year. When I would tell the students, you need to obey, you need to obey me. And they would say, I am not a dog.
Yes.
Obedience, and the word obey was a regular word in our home growing up. My mom and dad both said, you need to obey, you need to obey. So I'm transferring those words to my students, and they were insulted. And in fact, I even had a parent come and say, my child is not a dog. Now, my question is, what word did they use in their culture or in their home instead of obey? Or did the whole concept of obey even existed? Yes.
I think when we talk about terms, and again, it's good to sit with them and say, what does this mean to you? In fact, every conversation needs to start with clarification. What does this mean to you?
Excellent.
Because if you clarify those terminologies, then you are going to find a way of breaking through. When I say this, what does it mean to you? When I say obey, what does that mean to you? When I do a sign, even simple communication using sign like this, sometimes I see people, and this is what I experienced when people used to say hi, they do like this. In my culture, you do like this, you are calling me to come. So I kept following
Really?
people.
This means come?
Yeah, and I kept following someone, and someone says, do you need something? I say, you called me. No, they did not call. They just said, hi. The way we look at people, face to face. Some cultures, when I face you, when I look at your eyes, it shows that I don't respect you. I treat you like a kid, or I treat you like someone who is not important. And in other cultures, when I talk to someone who is older or someone who is important, I have to face down. And when I face down, I'm talking to you. It doesn't mean that I'm ignorant or I'm stupid or I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to apply my culture. But in American context, that might be misinterpreted.
Yes. And it is good that you said this, because many people who are talking to people of another culture and their eyes are averting or looking down, they might think that they are thinking of other things, disrespectful, shy, timid, the whole thing, and they are in fact being respectful.
Yes.
So we need to have grace with that. And then, and I'm sure in your work with other people, you're educating people, saying, and in this country, it would be good to look in their eyes. I've worked with many students where I've had to say, we need to look in your eyes here.
Because it's going to build your credibility. It's going to give you a chance also to compete with others. If you are looking for a job and you are not facing the people who are interviewing you, you are going to lose that opportunity.